Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to getting truly well-informed without all the noise. Today, we're looking into something pretty interesting, maybe even a bit surprising. It's about Disney's big live-action Snow White. Specifically, some recent comments made by Gal Gadot, who stars in the film.
Yeah, so our mission today is really to unpack what Gadot actually said, using the source material we've got. We want to see what we can pull out about, the intersection of celebrity, these massive films, and what's happening in the real world. And the core tension, it's pretty striking. A huge star suggesting political pressure hurt a movie's chances. So what does that tell us? Okay, let's dive in. Let's kick things off right there on the set of Snow White. From Gal Gadot's point of view initially, she actually had a really positive time filming it.
Yeah, the reports say she really enjoyed filming this movie.
And even specifically mentioned she liked working with Rachel Zegler, who's playing Snow White.
That they laughed, we talked, and it was fun. Seems like a good atmosphere on set.
Exactly. And coming off that, Gadot was apparently really optimistic. She was sure that this movie was going to be a huge success. High expectations.
Very high hopes, good vibes.
Yeah.
But then, well, that optimism seems to have hit a snag.
Right. And this is where Gadot's main claim comes in, the really fascinating part. She believes that the events following October 7, referring to the conflict escalation in Israel and Palestine, that these events had a direct impact.
A direct impact on the film's box office.
That's what she claims. She put it pretty directly, saying, what's happening in all kinds of industries and also in Hollywood is that there's a lot of pressure on celebrities to speak out against Israel.
Wow, okay.
And she followed that by expressing disappointment, saying the movie was greatly affected by that and didn't do well at the box office. So just to be clear, this is her perspective as reported in the source material we're looking at.
And, if you look at Gadot's history, this kind of public scrutiny isn't entirely new for her.
No, it's not. Her background, particularly her past service in the Israeli Defense Forces.
Which is mandatory for many Israelis.
Right. That's often become a flashpoint for criticism or even boycotts internationally.
We saw it back in 2017, didn't we?
Yeah.
Lebanon banned Wonder Woman, specifically citing her military service.
Exactly. And more recently, there have been other incidents mentioned.
Yeah, like disruptions during the filming of The Runner in London.
And her Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony even got postponed because of demonstrations.
So there's definitely a pattern there, according to the material. It adds, a lot of context to what she's saying now about Snow White. But, okay, this is where the story takes a really interesting turn, and you see this stark contrast.
Yeah, with Rachel Zegler.
Exactly. While Gadot is describing these external political pressures affecting the film, the reports highlight a totally different situation for Zegler, her co-star.
And Zegler, she's been quite vocal in her support for Palestine.
Right. And despite that, or maybe unrelated to it, she's actually having a huge career moment right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite remarkable, the contrast. You look at what Zegler's doing. Her version of Don't Cry for Me, Argentina from Evita just hit #1.
#1. On which charts?
On both the official vinyl and physical singles charts. That's actually her second #1 release.
Wow. And she already won a Golden Globe, right? For West Side Story.
Yep. So she's only 24, and she's getting major acclaim across, film, theater, and now music, too.
Quite the trajectory.
Definitely. The reports even mentioned her live performance on the Palladium balcony being called the theatrical moment of the summer.
So, okay, let's pause there. You got two stars from the same movie. One, Gadot, is expressing disappointment, linking the film's performance to political pressure tied to her stance or background.
And the other, Zegler, who holds a different public position on that same core issue, is simultaneously experiencing really significant individual success.
Like quite a situation.
It really is. What's fascinating is just seeing those two narratives side by side, coming from the same project.
So what does this all mean for us, watching all this, and maybe for the industry itself?
Well, based purely on what the sources laid out, it suggests things are maybe more complicated than just politics helps or politics hurts a film.
Right. It seems public perception isn't just one single thing. Gadot feels pressure impacting the film, maybe tied to her profile.
While Zegler's individual career seems to be thriving, even with her own public stances.
Yeah, it points to maybe a really complex dynamic between individual celebrity brands, collective projects like films, activism, public opinion.
And how all that somehow translates, or doesn't, into commercial success these days. It's not straightforward.
Definitely not. Okay, so just to quickly recap what we've unpacked here. We looked at Gal Gadot's view, her feeling that Snow White's box office was negatively impacted by political pressure on celebrities linked to the Israel-Palestine conflict.
Mm-hmm. And then we contrasted that sharply with her co-star, Rachel Zegler. Zegler holds a different public stance on the issue, yet she's currently riding a wave of major career success across multiple fields.
Right, so it leaves us with a pretty interesting question to think about, doesn't it? In this world where everything feels so connected and celebrities' views are so visible, how exactly do their individual stances, their perceived politics, actually interact with the success of the art they make together?
Yeah, what is it that truly shapes whether a movie or any art is seen as a success today? Especially when public awareness is so high and reactions can be so fast.
Something definitely worth mulling over. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive.